Okay, our lesson has started and we shall be looking through taxation and income. This is a subset of business mathematics in O level. So this is O level mathematics, and under this subtopic we shall go through the introduction of the theory, then later on we shall look through some simple calculations and we get those guidelines. What do we follow? What is needed? We shall look through such terms. Gross income. When you find that word gross income, what does it mean? Taxable income, what does it mean? Net income, what does it mean? Tax-free income, what does it mean? Such ones. So when you see such a formula, how do you go about that? How does it help you? So that's all. And some worked examples. Then I've compiled some content for you to go through. So this is going to be our workspace. Then you'll be tasked to go through the exercises as an individual to see how you've mastered the concepts. But first, so if you want such organized work and compiled work that you can read through and follow, having the theory part and the calculation part, you can get me on my WhatsApp number, which is this. Let me try to fix it here. You can get me through that number there. I'll be sharing. It's all about sharing this content. You can get somewhere to print it and you go through. But my major interest is in covering the content for today. So we have taxation here, and taxation is a means by which the central government of any country raises funds for running its services, and these services are defense, health, and education. There are more services, you can mention them, but for math it's not necessary. So what is needed? Understand the concept, apply it in calculations, and you're good to go. So when we talk of taxes, we mean revenue. And so under this topic, we are saying that URA is the body that is responsible for collecting taxes in Uganda. So you have to know that. You have to know where your taxes are going as a good citizen. And we have two major categories of tax. We have the direct tax and the indirect tax. The two examples of direct tax are income tax and pay as you earn, sometimes called payee. But as far as our syllabus is concerned, income tax is going to be our major focus for today's discussion. I shall be dropping more content with time according to how I will be seeing all things, how things are going to be moving. But the common terms used, we have gross income. Gross means total. So it's like the total amount of money which an individual or a company earns. Then for taxable income, before tax is calculated, some deduction. So we are seeing some deduction in the form of personal allowance is made. These deductions are the personal allowances. So that deduction is made from the gross income. Tax is then calculated from the remaining. Mark those words. Deduction, tax being calculated from the remaining amount. That remaining amount is got after removing the allowances. So after getting the allowances of the remaining amount is what tax is got from. So we have our net income here. This is the amount of money left after tax has been deducted. Tax-free income. This is any amount of money earned by an individual and is not taxed. That one is tax-free income. The money that isn't taxed is tax-free. And under tax-free income, we are having personal allowance, medical allowance, children allowance, electricity allowance, etc. Everything that you're seeing having allowance, that one is tax-free income and it's not taxed. So we move on to our formula. This is where we are going to center our math. So sometimes in mathematics, if you know the formula will guide you. So our formula is taxable income equal to gross income minus tax-free income. What did we say? Tax-free income are the allowances. So we have the tax rates. The tax rates are going to be in every paper you're going to be doing. They will be placed in the table like that one. So some worked examples. We have our example here where Peter earns 64,000 shillings. He is married with 3 children aged between 11 and 18 years and 2 children between below 11 years. So we have 3 aged between 11 and 18 and 2 children below 11 years. Given that he is insured and has claimed transport allowances of 1,700, so this is transport allowance 1,700. The allowances are as follows. If the man is married, he gets 1,800 as the allowance for being married. If he's unmarried, gets 1,200. But as of now, Peter is married. So he is married there. So he's going to be earning this 1,800 as an allowance. Then each child below 11 years gets 500 shillings. We have a child below 11 years, we have 12 there. We have 2 are below 11 years. So we are going to multiply 2 times the 500. Then each child above 11 but below 18, or in between 11 and 18, we saw them, they were 3. So when we look at this, they are 3 children within that range. So it's going to be, you multiply times 3 there. And that one will be the total allowance for the 3 children. Then there is a premium and insurance or insurance premium, which is 1,200. Not forgetting that there is an allowance of 1,700 there. That one is a trick. They're tricking you into forgetting that 1,700. So don't forget it. Then, when you try to sum up this allowance, because from our formula, taxable income equal to gross income minus tax-free income, there is need of getting these allowances, the total. When you get the total, you already have the gross, you have the remaining part will be taxable income. So let us look at the question. Calculate his taxable income. How are we going to get the taxable income? Use the formula. So let us use this space left here. So taxable income is equal to gross income minus the allowance. So our gross income is 6,400. and our allowance we don't know, so there is need for calculating the allowances. We have transport, and our transport is 1,700. Then there is an allowance for being married. Peter is married, so he's going to get this 1,800. That's for being married. Then for the children, below that are below 11, it's going to be 2 times 500 there. Okay, let's do this. Children below 11, they are 2, so it's 2 times 500, as you can see, 2 times 500 there. Then we have each child above 11 but below 18, or between 11 and 18, is going to be earning 700. So between 11 and 18 is earning, they're earning 700 each, but they are 3. So this is 1,000 there. Then this is 2,100 shillings. After that, we are left with insurance. We go to the next page. So insurance, our insurance is 1,200 shillings. So when we add them, it's going to be the total allowance so our total allowance is going to be 7,800 shillings there. So our total allowance is that, but the question was asking for his taxable income. So from our formula, allowance is done. The gross income is already in the question. So this is it. taxable income is equal to the gross, which is 64,000 minus the total allowance, which is 7,800 shillings, and what we get is 56,200 shillings there. So endeavor to conclude. After that, there is always an answer mark. The answer mark is given to the conclusion. So since the question wants taxable income, so Peter's taxable income is equal to or is 56,200 shillings. Like that. Then our next question is calculate his income tax or the income tax he pays under the income tax rates below. So income tax is got from the table or from the income tax rates provided. So how would we calculate this income tax? That income tax is the actual tax Peter has to give in. Is the actual tax he has to give in. And this is how it's calculated. You have to first take note of the taxable income. So our taxable income is, so we shall say our taxable income. Our taxable income is 56,200. So look within our table here. Look for where this 56,200 lies. According to row 1, we are having our row 1, row 2, 3, 4, and row 5. So you find out that 56,200 lies in the last row. And this first column is for taxable income, the second column is for the rate, then the calculations and the answers there. So it means that we are going to first tax the first 10,000 from that taxable income. So how are we going to tax that money? We are going to say 10,000 minus the 0, this is 0 here, 10,000 minus 0, close brackets, times the rate, 10 out of 100. And what do you get? You will get 1,000 there. Then go to the next row. And in this row, we have 10,000 to 20,000. So 25% is going to be taxed. So 20,000 minus 10,000 close times the 25 out of 100. And what do you get? You will get 20 or 2,500 there. Go to the next row. We are going to do this until the fifth row. So the third row is going to be 30 minus the 20. So 30,000 minus the 20,000 times let us try to minimize space. So it's 30 minus 20 times 30 out of 100. And what do we get? We get 3,000 as the tax. Move on to the fourth row, which is going to be 40,000 minus 30,000 times 45 out of 100, and it gives us 4,500 shillings there. Then the fifth row has 40,000 and above. But remember, our taxable income has 56,200. So it's going to be 56,200 so it's going to be 56,200 minus the 40,000. So we will say 56,200 minus the 40,000 times the rate 50. So it's 50 out of 100. What do we get? You will get 8,100 there. Now, after getting that one was our last row. You add all the taxes. You will add this to that, to the 3,000, add the 2,500, and add the 1,000. When we add them, when you add them, you end up with 19,100. 19,100 shillings. So, in the conclusion, from what the question was asking for, the question wanted us to calculate the income tax he pays under the income tax rates below. So the income tax is going to be, so we shall conclude by saying Peter pays an income tax of 19,100 shillings. So that's it. I'll leave you with some exercises. You'll go through these exercises to test how far you've grasped the content, and it's for your own good. Try to work them out. If you want this document, my number is there. If you want these documents, reach out on my number, and that one is a WhatsApp number. I will connect you to our groups. Those groups are having that content. So thanks for watching this video. Please try to subscribe for more videos that are coming up, and click that like button. Go to the channel description. You will find our links there. Thank you.